Hi, this is Ryan from the Kern River Fly Shop and the Buhler Brothers. My time video today is on a terrestrial that is often overlooked, especially on the Kern, but throughout the whole Sierras. Everyone knows about the hoppers. Everyone knows about, or not everyone, but a lot of people know a little bit about beetles, but the ants seem to be overlooked, and they are everywhere. Go sit anywhere on the Kern year round and you'll be seeing ants all over. If you just take a little look, if they're not crawling on you, they'll be next to you. One of the best patterns out there for the Kern isn't a floating ant, but more of a drowned a drowned ant pattern. We put a tungsten bead up front to simulate the second hump or the front hump of the ant with a soft hackle and then an ice dub hump behind. A real easy pattern to tie and really effective. It's great to fish not only just in your regular standard nymph rig or your Euro rig, but it's more designed for fishing in a dry dropper rig. Fish it under your stimulator or another grasshopper pattern or a fuzzy wuzzy. Hang it about 2 to 3 feet off that and fish it especially in the riffle water. During summertime, springtime into summer, but especially summer through fall. Fish it in the riffle water that's either 2 feet to a foot, even a half a foot deep. A lot of those areas where you're crossing the Kern and you're using it to cross, fish those area on a dry dropper with this ant pattern or other ants. And you'll be amazed at how many fish you'll find in even just a foot of water holding in those riffles. So to get started here, we'll go over materials. I like to tie it on a standard curved nymph hook. This one happens to be 2 times heavy, which I'd like. In case you get snagged, you can pull it out a lot of those snags without it busting or bending out. There we go. Now you can see it. Thread we're going to use is a black thread, a black uni thread. There we go. But you can use any thread you have, any of the blacks or reds, anything like that will work, browns. And our bead today is a red tungsten 7/64 to go match up with size 14 hook. Black nickel and red are by far the 2 favorite colors to use for that hump or tungsten bead up front. The ice dub we're going to use is a peacock black today. Again, you can use any black dubbing you like out there. And for the soft hackle, we're going to be using a little starling feather. If you've seen any of Rob's videos lately, he's been doing the little soft hackle series. And if you haven't seen him, it's great to watch. He's really good at wrapping soft hackles and a lot of knowledge about him. Here we go. We'll get started. We'll get a fresh hook in here with the bead already on it. There we go. Oh, sorry about that. All right. We're going to start our thread right in the middle. We'll cut off our tag end. I'm going to wrap all the way back. That's where we're going to start our back hump. Right about there. We'll come up. And now I'm going to come up right about the 75% mark. And we're going to see that's right. We're going to push our bead up to. And we're going to make a little bump there to stop the bead from going any farther past that point. There we go. We'll see how that does. Oh, a little bit more. Go there, that's it. So once you get your bead positioned like that, now we'll come back to the back and we'll start with our back hump. We're going to use that peacock ice dub in black. You see it's got a lot of multi-hues in there, but predominantly black. It's pretty easy to dub with. We're going to use quite a bit, so we're going to build that hump up pretty big. With the ants, you want to have 2 distinct humps that the fish can really see. And they'll key in on that. So you don't want 2 little ones. Make sure you get them really distinct here. Let's see how this goes. Again, fish them, fish them anywhere, but make sure you hit those riffles in that shallow water. They really seem to key in on those terrestrials that get swept away into them a lot, especially on windy days. Keep an eye out for the wind. The wind will blow all those terrestrials into the water. There we go. Once we get a good hump built up, we'll come in with the scissors, kind of trim down those loose fibers. Make sure we don't trim our thread off too. That's pretty good there. We'll go just a little bit more. And this time we're going to take it and run the thread through that hump to kind of help lock it down. So we're going to bring that one right up there, and then we'll go 1, 2, and then 3 right there. And so all those fibers won't come pulling out right away because we don't have a rib at all. There we go. And if you don't like it, you can always pull it up, reposition it there. That's not too bad. Okay, now we're going to do our soft hackle. And the starling feathers are really nice. You buy a whole hide, or I don't know what they call the whole hide of a bird. And the pelt, there you go. You get a whole pelt, and they'll have different sizes. And it's really nice because they have really super small ones to medium like this, and even bigger ones. We'll come in, we'll tear off, clean our quill up there so we can tie it in. But I'll have it, I kind of size it where it's about 1.5 the hook gape. So it gives nice look of legs and appendages and movement in there. We'll tie that in by the stem, come up, get our hackle pliers. So grab them right at the tip there. Oh, slid right out. And then if you have a rotary vise, you can hold it. We're just going to do 2 or 3. See, there's 1, 2. That thread's going to come up on us. That's okay. We're going to pull it back, and sometimes it does pop out like that. That's all right. We just get it re-gripped in there. We'll do a few more. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to come in with my thread. Do 1, 2. Tighten down to secure. Come in, we'll cut those out of there. There you go, looks pretty good. I'll cover that up. Now, we're going to put a little drop of super glue right on that bump and push that bead up into the super glue, and it'll help secure it a little bit. There we go. Come in, make sure you hold your hook before you push back. We're going to do a few wraps right there, build it up a little, and then we're going to do a half hitch or a whip finish right there. I'll do 2 of them. We'll come in and after we're done, we're going to put more glue right there to secure that down. Give it a good twist and pull, make sure it locks down good. There you go. And then take your thread, and we're going to start it right in front of that bead. There you go, let me cut off our tag end. Down on there. And we'll build up just a little bit of thread head to hold that bead in there. And then we'll do a half hitch or whip finish. There we go. See, it's a nice, pretty quick and easy tie. And then we're going to come in with more of your head cement or super glue. This happens to be Loctite super glue. Get a little right there. And I always like to support, sorry, my thumb was in the way. Let me do one more. I like to support my hand always, and I'll come in, put some right in there. And then right on this side too. Awesome. There we go. It's a nice drowned ant pattern. You can fish it off a dry dropper, or if your run needs to, you can fish it deeper on any of your standard nymph rigs. Tie a couple up and give them a try next time you're up in the Sierras. You'll be really amazed how good these ants work. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you next time.